What's the connection between this place, me, and this very old sewing kit? Watch the video and you'll find out. If this is the first video of mine you've clicked on, you're very welcome. I'm Wendy and I'm usually found in my sewing room in the north of England. But we took a trip to Cambridge recently as I visited a museum to see, amongst other things, a very old sewing kit belonging to one of my ancestors. Also on the trip, we do a bit of sightseeing. I buy some lovely fabric, enjoy some slow stitching, and finish off a quilt top. Hello lovely sewing friends. It's Saturday morning and we're staying in this absolutely beautiful little hayloft. It's not that dissimilar to where we live at home because it's an agricultural building next to a manor house. I'll just quickly show you the manor house. It's a private property, so I don't want to film too much, but there it is there. You can just see the corner and it's got the most beautiful garden and it's a lovely autumn day. And I'll just quickly show you where we're staying. And so on the ground floor of this building, it would have been a stable and a hayloft, a bit like where we live, 19th century building. So this has got this absolutely lovely kitchen, kind of place that makes you want to go home and redecorate. I just love the way they've done it. Lovely reclaimed. I don't actually know whether these are the original floorboards, but they've not. They're very in keeping with the rest of it. And I love this big wide, it's top 2 steps and this lovely big wide corridor and the most fabulous bathroom. The bedroom is lovely as well. Fireplace, which we didn't get around to lighting last night because we went to the local pub for some food, but just look at the way the light comes in here and shines. It's just gorgeous. And there is the most beautiful beech tree in the garden next door. It really is stunning. This camera's not doing it justice, but it's absolutely beautiful. So my hubby has set off on his bike, on his e-bike to go into Cambridge, and I'm meeting him there in a little bit. But before I set off in the car, I'm just showing you one of the things I'm planning to do while I'm here. We're actually going home tomorrow, we're only here 2 nights, but we're not stretching ourselves. We're just going into Cambridge today. I'm going to the Scott Polar Museum, and he's going to a football match. We're a bit shopping, and then we'll be coming back for some food. But managed to print off some squared paper for free on the internet on size A3. I've never done this before. I've never planned a quilt out before I've made it. Now, I winged it with this flannel quilt, and that's one of the most recent videos I've done, and it worked out okay, and I've actually got plenty of fabric left at home to make another one, and I might make another big one because it is so cosy. Just absolutely love it. It's probably my favourite quilt that I've made recently, that I'm keeping, that I'm not giving away. So I'm going to make another one, but I've decided that I'm going to plan it first and actually cut up the pieces accordingly. Although this is just effectively a flat where we're staying, it's 1 story. It's actually quite spacious, and so there's plenty of floor space to put the quilt on. So that's my morning so far. I'll just show you this lovely window here. Got this beautiful chair with rugs on, lovely bit of crochet there, and all the windows are so pretty, and all the views out of the windows are just so gorgeous. So yes, can you hear the creaky floorboards? And I think that view down there is lovely. So the corridor down there, and it's out to the neighbouring garden. So pretty much in love with this place. So here I am in the centre of Cambridge. Managed to park the car, meet up with my husband on his bike. And we're now going to meet up at the place that I'm going to show you. And I just need to be full disclosure, it's got absolutely nothing to do with sewing, but quite a lot to do with me. We are at the Scots Polar Research Institute in Cambridge, and I'll just show you the outside. This will be one of the dogs that they use to haul the sleds. Just tell you what my connection is to this museum, and that is that my grandfather's cousin, who I actually never met, was a man called Charles Royds, and he went to the Antarctic with Scott. This museum was founded in 1920 in the memory of the men who died on the second expedition to the South Pole. My ancestor was second lieutenant on the first expedition, and he returned safely. So there isn't much about him, but there is this exhibit here. Called a hussif, and it's spelled Housewife, and it's basically a kit that they kept with them to repair their clothes. You can see how thick the thread is, and they had all sorts of supplies with them. You can probably see contents a bit more clearly on this larger kit that was also in the museum. Amazing to think that these few essentials went all the way to the South Pole at the beginning of the last century, and it's really quite poignant to see the things here. But this is probably quite enough of my shaky phone camera shots, and we'll now move on to the rest of the trip. This is King's College. If you listen to the 9 Lessons and Carols broadcast on Christmas Eve, this is where it comes from. Unfortunately, there was a big queue and it was very, very expensive to go in. So we gave that a miss. There were lots of other things to see, lots of tourists, lots and lots of bikes. And we also enjoyed taking a look at the students punting on the river. But it was getting late, so we headed back to the village that we were staying in. And nearby was the beautiful sewing shop where I managed to buy some lovely new fabrics, and I'm looking forward to starting some new projects with those soon. So I'm just showing you how I hand stitch the corner of the quilt, and so that you get a neat finish on the front and you can see the finish on the back. Now, I very rarely use a thread that totally is invisible, because I personally don't think that all stitches need to be hidden. If I think back to that patchwork, English patchwork book that I've referred to in other videos, I seem to remember that they counted the stitches in some of the patchwork and it was 18 stitches an inch. I think I will actually work out how many stitches are in the back of this quilt, and I think the person there was probably just using what thread she had available. Did nice little neat stitches. I'm not saying that is 18 stitches to the inch, but it's pretty small. And little bit of love goes into every stitch. So I'm also using the lovely Aurifil Italian thread that somebody kindly recommended in the comments, and I bought some and I just love it. Bought quite a lot, well, four reels of it in different colours, and it's absolutely lovely to work with. So I've got it doubled here, which makes it very easy to use, and it's got a little tiny sheen to it because it's mercerised thread. It's got a little tiny sheen to it, and so I think it'd be quite nice for the person who's going to receive this to see how many stitches have gone into it, and actually, you know, that this has been made with a lot of care and a lot of love. Last bit of stitching before going home was my attempt at embroidering a Union Jack to go on the ship quilt that I've nearly finished now. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I struggle a little bit with embroidery, but I'm prepared to have a go at it. So I had to move into the kitchen where there was a bit more light so that I could see what I was doing. So that was quite a nice bit of slow stitching to do. And the finished result is passable, I think, and all I've got to do now is sew that on and that quilt will be finished. Thanks for watching this little sewing travelogue. This video has been a bit like a scrappy quilt, a bit of this and a bit of that. Over the next few weeks I'll be finishing off my Christmas quilts, making something with those lovely fabrics that I've just bought, and also creating some Christmas gift bags amongst other things. So make sure you don't miss those. See you soon.